we are sim racers now, and this is Progression Motorsports. This is the first stream. We've never done a live stream before. We have strictly made videos of our 8.6s in the garage and sometimes at Englishtown at the drift events. But in an effort to bring you guys more content than ever, we are going live to do some sim racing. So thanks for tuning in. Right now we are playing GT Sport on PlayStation 4. We're going to be doing a bunch of different games. A lot of Assetto Corsa Competizione, mostly Assetto Corsa for drifting and stuff like that. Competizione for league stuff, and we're going to do some rooms, do some stuff so you guys can play along with us. But right now it's just kind of the test stream. I just want to see if everything's working and if this is something you guys are into. And wow, that is cool as fuck. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I actually have no idea what's happening to that car right now. It's in a wind tunnel. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Today we are going to do a little bit of, I don't know actually. What do you guys want to see? I don't really have anything planned. I don't have anything set in stone. But I'm going to open the live stream right now on my phone so I can see the chat if you guys have anything to say. I've never done YouTube Live. I have no idea how the chat works. So if you're watching, please say something so I can see if something pops up or if we get any comments or what happens here. But actually, you know what? Let me change some options here so I can have the chat pop up on my TV in front of me. Nope, almost. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Now I can see some comments on the screen. This is easier for everybody. Alright. Oh, drifting. Drifting is maybe the only thing that I cannot do to save my life in Gran Turismo Sport. It is just always a nightmare for me. Let's start with a little bit of 8.6 driving though. My default is always Brands Hatch. I don't know why, but let's do a little bit of an 8.6 race. All right, so I've been jumping back and forth between the 8.6 and then this like 80s F1 car, which is unbelievably difficult to drive. Look at that digital dash. I'm in the middle of trying to install one right now. I was working on it today and hit a little bit of a snag, but once it's good to go, I think it's going to be totally worth it because that thing looks incredible. You may or may not have seen our new video where we kind of talk about how we're going to start streaming more and just try and do generally more videos for you guys, but my car is painted now, which you can see in that video, and it kind of looks like the one that I'm racing right now in Gran Turismo. Nick, I have not set up my shifter yet. I need to. I'm doing paddles right now. Alright. The interior is so good. Alright, I really have no idea how to drive this car in the game. There we go. So we are doing a 3-lap race of Brands Hatch, starting in 11th with this rolling start, and there's a 350Z right behind me. And I think I hit the brakes way too early, and he is flying by. Can I take him on the inside here? Not with that braking. There we go. think I have this car pretty lowered in the car settings, and it still has a decent amount of body roll. Great, Nick unsubscribes because I haven't set up a shifter. Is it because I haven't set my shifter up, or because I was overtaken by a 350Z? Oh, it's so much work to harness the initial D AE86. Tomorrow's stream will be about how I set up a shifter. Alright, got a little tail happy there, not that much, but... I hate to push it through these corners. I am not gaining any ground on anybody. Actually, a little bit on the stats on. Is that harnessing it? A little bit. Yeah, Nick, you gotta get your sim rig set back up. Of course, the day we have started streaming, Nick has taken his sim rig apart for the day, so this week at some point, Nick, you gotta hop on and do some Assetto Corsa drifting. Alright, up the inside. Nobody's turned into me. Oh no. Alright. Great car. Just like real life, passing M3s with no issues. Got a little more speed through there. I love this track. I don't know what it is. I played a lot of it in project cars. I was racing like the Formula Indy cars, which are Formula Rookie cars, I'm sorry, which are incredibly fun. I got like hooked on it, and now I'm dying to drive an open wheel car. Can I get on the inside here? I don't think so. Maybe. Yep. Goodbye, GR Yaris. Look at the SFR leading the pack. How badly do you guys wish Toyota made that thing? Oh god, it's so cool. There we go. Bit of a wide line there, but yeah, I think building a go-kart is, if not this year, next year. It's definitely in the upcoming future, which we're looking forward to. Once the spring starts and we can do some outdoor go-karting again, I'm definitely going to do a rental league. There's a couple rental leagues around here. There's like your standard rental kart league, which is, you know, like a 5-week arrive and drive kind of situation, which Nick and I have done before, and it's incredibly fun. Not the most balanced thing as far as the karts go. Sometimes you just get like the worst kart in the world, but it's fun, and it's an easy way to get out on track. But there's another arrive and drive series around here that like they actually rent you. Oh no, this SFR is pulling on the inside. Oh no, oh no. They'll rent you like 150cc karts, so it's like a more real kart as opposed to your standard rental kart. And you are racing with other people who some of the people that own karts. So it's just like a rental option, sort of a mixed series. I'm really interested in that. I've heard that they don't necessarily maintain their rental karts too fantastically, but if the price is right, I think it could still be a ton of fun. All right, I honestly wasn't expecting that. That was pretty great. You know, I like these cars. All right, let's see. Let's get out of here. While we are talking about karts, actually, I'm gonna go to a custom race. While we're talking about karts, I'm gonna do a little karting race. Let's see. Willow Springs. I think this is the one I used to do. A86 or 2020 Yaris. That's a, I mean, okay, 86, because it's just like, I can't really quantify why it's my favorite car. It definitely, like, on paper is not the best car, but, like, every time I think about it, when I think, like, okay, like, you know, maybe, what's the next car I want to get? What is it, like, you know, 240s are cool, but, like, GTRs are really cool, but what it comes down to is, like, I don't have this, like, desire to buy a bunch of, like, GTR magazines, but behind me I have, like, a box of 86 magazines, so it's, like, just this, like, passion for the car that I can't really describe, and it doesn't really make any sense. So I'm going to say A86 versus the Yaris, but if I could buy a 2020 Yaris right now, I think that would be my daily. I'm like, it's a really cool car. Have you guys seen any of the videos online of... Somebody put a video out a couple days ago. It's like a GR Yaris, basically on like a toge drifting, and it just handles so well. It's so incredibly cool. And I feel like I haven't seen like a modern car doing such like a classic toge style video before, so it was refreshing, and it was a little hopeful for the future of cars. But we are supposed to get in America the 2022 Corolla hatchback, GR Corolla hatchback, which is supposed to have all-wheel drive, the same 3-cylinder turbo engine as the GR Yaris, and I feel like it's not going to feel as extreme because it's not going to be a homologation car, but I think it could be really fun. So that's ideally a Scion XB, and I think it's on its way out, so I think a replacement might be in place pretty soon. And another Corolla hatchback feels like the right car. Okay, so we're talking about karting, so we're going to take some of these karts out, the 125cc shifter karts, and we are at Willow Springs Raceway, Streets of Willow. It's a really fun track. It's a long track, there's some big straights, but it's weirdly kind of suited for karts. I have a lot of fun here with these. Alright, so let's see. It's been a while. Going to the kart after a car is insane. They're so twitchy. Oh god. Alright, that was a dirty move. That was even worse. Okay. Yeah, a little steering input, and the rear just steps out on these. I'm so not used to it. By the end of the race, I'll feel good about it, but until then... Nope, 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 nope. Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright. A lot of understeer there. And oversteer. A lot of just switching back and forth between the two. Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought I was just going to crash out the first lap because I haven't done karting in this game in a while. I guess there's still a little bit of lap left where I could crash out, but not as bad as I expected. We're doing an 11-lap race. gain some ground here. That is a crazy way to cut the course. Oh god, okay. I think I tapped him a little bit, which was a mistake. I'm sorry. I lost 2.8 seconds there? Jesus. Okay. Here we go. Let's get into it. Here I just sort of lift off a little bit and then get on the brakes once I straighten out there. Get down the gear there. It's another just lift off, I think. Maybe not. Got somebody coming up the inside here. Alright, made it to 7th so far. Started at 11th. Alright, a little off course there, but not too bad. Alright, here we go. Foot down, foot down. I'm understeering way too much. I don't like my lines right now. I also have the chat positioned in a way that I cannot see what gear I'm in. And I'm on the brakes way too early there. Alright, I have to get back on it because I'm losing the path here. Alright, 2 on it. Okay, okay. Okay, so this would kill me probably. We're going to do a nice little restart here. So, there we go. We know how the karts work now. I feel a little bit better about it. Alright. Try and not get violent right here while the pack is all bunched up. Alright, a little bumper car-y there, but... Alright, let's get on it, get on it. I am making my way through the pack here. Alright, I got on the brakes way too early there. Whoa, up the inside, that was rough. It's inside the inside. I can see out of the corner of my eye, yes, there's going to be many car builds on here. Do you mean, like, virtual sim racing car builds, or are you talking about, like, car builds on the channel? Real cars? Foot down, up a little bit. Keep just trying to lift there, but I think I need to get on the brakes. Take that place back. was a bad line through there. Usually I can do it faster. I used to do karting a ton on Gran Turismo, and kind of shifted over to the Formula cars, so I'm very out of practice, but I had some good lines on this track. Just a little more on the brakes, but I did not stay on the track. We have a lot of laps left. Five and a half seconds behind the leader. Somehow only 5.2 now. That should not have given me any time. Alright, on the 50-meter mark, I'm going to ease off. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely going to be focusing on real car builds on the channel. It's like, you know, that's a major part of what we do. If you've watched the channel before, you've seen our AE86s, but yeah, I have an 8.6 hatch with a 16 valve in it. I have an 8.6 coupe with 11 front and a 20 valve in it. And Hosen has a 8.6 hatch with a 20 valve in it. Nick has an 8.6 hatch with a beams in it. And Hosen also has another car that we haven't really talked about on the channel yet, but should be a video coming out about that next week. So we're pretty 8.6 focused, which is pretty safe to say, I think. But we would like to expand it in the future. Okay, that was too aggressive for me right there. We'd like to expand it in the future. Soon, I think owning a kart is going to definitely be a thing that happens. And I don't know. I don't know what else, where we're going to go with car ownership. I always bounce back and forth between, like, it could be cool to shoot for, like, an R32 GTR at some point. It could be cool to shoot for, like, a 911 around the same price point as the GTRs. I don't quite know. I also have, like, my 20 valve 11. I really, as soon as I got it, I got to do, like, one drift event with it, and then it was pretty much COVID. So I haven't really had time to shake that down yet. And, you know, whether that's going to be a car that I end up sticking with forever, I don't know. Maybe that'll end up going, you know, on, like, a forum for, or a Facebook page, like, you know, 20 valve 11 for trade for an S13 with an SR, or maybe I end up trying out an FRS or something like that. But not quite sure yet. But you'll definitely see car builds. It's a long-winded way to say yes, you're definitely going to see car builds. Yeah, you're not going to miss the 8.6 content for long. There's definitely going to be a lot more of it coming soon. You're going to love Hosen's video in the next couple weeks of his new car. If you've been on his Instagram, you might already know what it is, but if you haven't, you're in for a pretty big surprise. It's about the coolest an 8.6 could ever possibly get. The RA65 is... RA65 is Celica, right? It's like the Celica with... I guess I forget what generation Celica it is. It's kind of got a... oh, come on. more of like a little slant at the... It kind of drops into a slant at the last second on the front end, right, and has pop-ups. Alright, let's see if I can make something happen here. Yeah, you know, I honestly don't know. I like the look of those cars. I think they're awesome. I don't really know a ton about them otherwise. Can I make something happen here? I've seen a couple with a beam swap in them before, though, and that sounds like an incredibly fun car. And I had no idea about the independent rear suspension. That's really cool. I think that's something that all us Corolla people would probably really enjoy if we had the option to have it. Easily have the option to have it. I know you can do the S13 rear swap, but... Alright, third place. We made it onto the podium, and we still have a couple laps to go. 4 seconds to catch up to this guy, and that was oh god, that was awful. No penalty, because it was probably actually slower to do that. Maybe not. 2.8 seconds to second place now. Alright, let's see what happens here, if I can just really send it in. .5 seconds. Come on, let's do this. I'm putting my foot down way too fast. I'm getting overzealous here. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. This is a good spot to be right now. I think I can outbrake him. Oh, that was a cheap overtake. I didn't like that. I'm giving that place back. I may end up giving 2 places back accidentally. I feel this game doesn't dole out penalties the way it should sometimes, so I need to police myself. Oh no, okay, maybe I'm policing myself too hard. My morality is getting the best of me here. Okay, the last second catch right there. Gunning for first. Let's get a fair pass here. 1 second behind the leader. We have a lap and a half to go. And not get overzealous and fly off the course. Oh, 1.3 seconds now. Alright, come on. There we go. Can we get this last lap overtake? Okay. I feel like we can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. I feel like it's gotta happen at this turn. And it happened at that turn. Alright, I just gotta hold it together now, which is easier said than done. There's a sketchy line going into there. Oh my god, I think he is 0.1 seconds behind me. We're going to be going over the finish line almost together. Oh my god. Don't pass me, don't pass me, don't pass me. Whew! 0.1 seconds ahead. That was unbelievably sketchy. Oh god. Okay. Okay, there we go. Beam swap is something you've looked into. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the 22RE, honestly. I mean, the KA and the S13 is more of a truck motor too, and like that thing can take a beating and is really awesome. So maybe the 22RE is like something worth, you know, beating on for a little bit before you do the swap. Ooh, what are we gonna get? But the beams is incredible. It's like unbelievably cool. You have some torque down low. You have power throughout the rev band. See where my heart kind of lies, because if that was like some, you know, 80s shitbox, I'd be super stoked. But this doesn't get me that excited. I mean, it's cool, like race cars, but my heart is really in those terrible cars that we love. But yeah, beam swap is awesome. I feel like I shouldn't say that to try and keep the price of the beams down. Not that I have any real influence. But yeah, and the prices are soaring. So like, if you feel like you want to do a beam swap, if you want to do one in the future, grab a beams right now, and just like, if you have the space, just keep it in your garage. Because best case, you get it before the price skyrockets, and absolute worst case, you sell it in a couple of years and you make a profit because the price skyrocketed. So if you're able to get one, I highly recommend it. Okay, let's do some online racing. Let's see what we have available right now. Okay. 21. Okay, entry opens in 15 seconds. Anybody have any strong opinions on what kind of cars we want to drive? N300 are, I think, kind of the shit boxes that we like. GR3 is more of a GT3 class of cars. I always end up driving like 911 GT3 in the GR3 class, or I drive the FT1 a lot, Toyota's Supra before it was the Supra. Salome, John, welcome to the chat. John, any opinion on what we drive here? And then GR2 is like even more race car. That's like, I think the only GR2 car I have is like the an NSX, like a new NSX that is like, you know, full race car. GR2's full race car. GR3 is like definitely a race car, but like kind of homologated kind of thing. N300 is, I think, a bunch of shit boxes. We are driving wherever you want, John. Blue Moon Bay in N300, GR3 Circuit de Barcelona, or GR2 at Dragon Tail Seaside, which I think is a made-up place. I am wearing driving gloves. Okay, sort of because I need to. After you play for a while, like, the wheel actually does hurt your hands a little bit, but it just feels kind of cool, to be honest. They're the purple shirts tucked in gloves. I'm wearing driving shoes also. Okay, Dragon Tail. Let's see. Race opens in 8 minutes, so we'll let's do an N300 race, and then we'll try and come back and do Dragon Tail right after this. Okay, entry deadline. Oh, these aren't shit boxes. I was way off. Gretty Fuguzi. This is definitely the coolest option here. So yeah, I'm wearing driving gloves mostly because I think the driving gloves are cool, not because they're like dead necessary, but they do make me feel great driving. I'm wearing driving shoes also, which I would have a lot more trouble showing you. But they're also the shirts tucked in driving force driving shoes, and they're really comfy, and my heel doesn't hurt from like pressing down on the pressing my heel into this whole little pedal box situation. Okay, so we are driving this Fuguzi. This thing is sick. I have no idea how to drive it, and we have 13 minutes to put down a qualifying lap at a track I've never been to before. Online racing stresses me out too, because like you watch me police myself against the computers where like I felt like I took a place that I didn't deserve, so I gave it back. When I'm online, if I like mess up anybody's race, I am just like the saddest person. Wow, this track sucks. I mean, I suck at this track is the real thing, but I guess this is... I don't know what the deal with this track is. Okay, this is awful. What an unfun track. John, you were right the whole time. We're gonna go to GR3 at GR2, I'm sorry, at Dragon's Tail. Because I think... Yeah, okay. Oh, entry... Okay, great. So, we can do the qualifying time trial for this right now. We're good. Yeah, no, it felt like the wrong car for that track, and apparently all I could drive was Z cars. There was a 300ZX, there was the Fugu Z, the 240Z, and a 350Z, which is just like weird. Okay. So I believe this is a made-up track. I don't think this exists. I think this is a Gran Turismo track, but if anybody knows, please correct me. I can just keep my foot down through there. Christ. Okay. Safe to say this is not going to be my lap. Speed is going to get me in trouble right now while I try to figure out what the hell this track is. This feels like a hairpin, which I don't want speed. I think I've played this before. I like did some insane like try to not break through those corners or this corner. Yeah, you have this Monaco-esque thing right here. Nice little Monaco tunnel. All right, and we get a hairpin. This is where we need speed. That was good. Nope, too much speed, too much speed. Because of where the chat's placed, I cannot see what gear I'm in or what gear the game recommends I'm in, so I'm like peering over the wheel at times trying to learn the track real quick. In a perfect world, I can just flatten this out. Sort of did it. Same with that one. Okay. Second gear hairpin here. Flat out, just flat out. Oh, I can take that a lot faster. I think I actually just over-braked myself on that. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. That's not what we want to see. Neither is that. Okay. Let's see. Not get on the brakes here, just push it right through like that. That was a little corner cutty for my face. Whew, okay. That was somehow oh, I was about to say it was safe, but no, it cost me half a second. Oh, it's gonna cost me half a second on this lap. Okay, well I cost myself more than half a second, so that's okay. Yes, it cost myself 2 seconds. John, I think about that Miata a lot. There was a time when we were at John's pretty much every night working on the 8.6s, and we also had, I had just gotten Gran Turismo 5 for PS3 and a wheel, so I brought that over to John's and played it a lot. We built this amazing Miata. It was this purple Miata, it had a wooden Nardi in it, and it had like a giant rear wing, and the thing was so incredibly cool. I actually think about it a lot, and if I had an NA Miata, I think I would make it look exactly like that. Yeah, I don't know, I loved that car, everything about it. Incredibly fun to drive. I would say, like, before I started getting back into sim racing over the last 6 months or so, that was like all of my sim racing experience, just driving the hell out of that Miata. Okay, so it's flat out here. Really, second gear. Felt too slow. So I'm just gonna lift here. Really, that more time? I mean, that felt smoother. Yeah, that thing was a great monster, John. It was so incredibly cool. Oh, there we go. Okay, we put things together there. Let me exit this real quick. I'm not totally sure if that counts as my qualifying or if I need to, like, go back into the race and see if I need to actually, like, sign into the race to qualify. Okay, so entry. There we go, okay. I may have been in it, I don't know exactly how that works, but it always makes me nervous, so I like to come back out and check. Okay, so we got 12 minutes to make this qualifying happen, so let's see how this goes. John, I'm in an Acura NSX, like the new NSX, which it may show you. In a second. Yeah, you can see it at the bottom right there. Raybrig NSX Concept GT 16. God, that car came out in 2016 already? What? Time is going way too fast. I feel like the NSX should be like 2 years old. John, but to speak on that Miata, all I would do was, I had like one track I raced that Miata on. Seriously, I turned Gran Turismo 5 into just a single track, single car game for a long time. I would just like try and best my own time repeatedly. And then my roommate came home one day who was not good at the game, like could not really drive in the game at all. He picked a McLaren 720S and was just like crashing into walls, putting it in reverse, like a ridiculous showing, and ended up like 35 seconds faster than my time in the Miata. It was just like testament to how slow that Miata actually was. But it was incredibly fun, which is obviously the whole thing in Miatas, so it checks out. Alright, so what's our best time right now? I think it was like a 1:35 or something like that. No, there were definitely no engine tunes on it. It was slow as all hell. But it was fun, and it just felt incredible. I just remember the turn-in on it being really good. But, like, there was one high-speed sweeper on the track I'd always play that, like, I would just try and attack it full tilt, and, if you get it right, you just, like, fly through, but if you get it wrong, the rear just steps out, and it's over, so, yeah, I don't know, it was incredibly fun. So on the channel, there is like, we really want to start going karting, like taking it seriously, not just like rental karts. But the other thing is like, Spec Miata would be incredibly fun. I don't know if you guys would be interested in Spec Miata at all. If you don't know what it is, it's basically exactly how it sounds. It's a spec racing series, so everybody has to race the same type of car with some very strict requirements. As far as like the suspension, the engine, the everything, to like really try and make things as even as possible. But yeah, the series is NA and NB Miatas, and it seems incredibly fun. It would probably cost about the same as getting into karting, so maybe that's not true. Maybe Spec Miata still might cost a little more. They're cheap cars, but they're not that cheap, I guess. Imagine like the A86 M2 racing, but with a bunch of Miatas. Less tuned Miatas. Drive a Miata to the track, which you can't do with a kart, but you could tow a kart to the track with like the smallest trailer imaginable, to the point that you don't even need a truck. I am interested in getting a Corolla hatchback, like the new ones, as a daily, and I looked it up, and they can tow 2,500 pounds, which is plenty for a stupid little trailer, a cart, and some tools. So yes, you could drive me out of the track, but you can also, you can't drive the go-kart to the track, but we can get it to the track with minimal effort, and if I bin it into the wall, I don't have to worry about driving home, because I just toss it on the trailer and head home. Pretty well this lap. I'm feeling good about this. Oh, it's just up 1.3 seconds, and now I am not. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit more of a late braking situation all around. We would build the MX-5 in real life. That would be a real life thing. There will be a ton of real life content on the channel. That's still the main thing. Like, we want to get out there and go racing. We want to be driving our cars. Like, more than anything, we want to show you guys those videos. But sim racing is really a way that, like, you know, tonight is not a night. We don't have anything. We don't have a video to post right now, so tonight's not a night that you could have been hanging out with us, but because of sim racing, you know, we can hang out, we can see a little bit of racing, we can talk, and, you know, it's just a nice way to, oh my god, nice way to interact with everybody. So, yeah, sim racing is really meant to kind of like, obviously there's a lot we want to do with it, you know, it's a lot of fun, but it's kind of a way for us to really, like, chat with you guys as we do some racing, and, you know, if it translates to real life, then, like, great, because by the time we get on the track in our real videos, we'll have a little more to show for it. Half a second down still. up reading the comments while I'm driving. Alright, the match begins in 4 minutes. Ooh, rear stepped out there. That was crazy. It was hard and late on the brakes, and that was not a good combination. Down half a second right now. Not my best lap by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, I'm going to respond to some comments after this next lap because we have this one and maybe one more to like really put it in for qualifying, so no talking, I'm just going to try and put it down. That was my good no talking hyper focus lap. Maybe I should try and read while I'm driving a little bit more. That YouTube channel sounds really interesting. Yeah, I'd love to know what is the car that they're building. God, if we get one more lap in, it's going to be tight. I don't know if it's going to happen. Not if I drive like that, it's not. When I'm trying to like drive faster, like when I'm like, oh, we gotta haul ass and like really get to the end, I start driving like an idiot, like as if the thing I've been trying to do the whole time wasn't drive fast. I start oversteering too much, I start sending it in. I need to... My brain must know that that's the slower way to drive. Alright, the match starts in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And usually these take me 1 minute and 35 seconds. But sometimes there's a little bit of buffer before it starts, so let's see if we can get it done. Oh no, I'm half a second up. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Alright, how late can I break this? Much later than usual. Come on, come on. Yep, okay, I'm really just gonna send it through here. Same with this, sending it through. Yep. Oh, come on, half a second penalty. Alright, I'm gonna try and go for a really late break here. Alright, so please wait for the match to start. Come on, come on, come on. I think that would have been my best qualifying time, which is very unfortunate. Alright, where am I starting? Okay, 15th out of 20th. Not as bad as I thought, actually, but... Whew! 9 seconds off the leader. So, not great either. My gamer tag is Brooklyn Speedboy, so if you see Brooklyn Speedboy on the track, that's me. Alright, let's get this warm-up going. After we're done this race, what do you guys want to see? Is there another type of car you want me to drive? Is there something you want to talk about? Do you want to look through a bunch of cars? Tell me what you want to see, because tonight's just a nice test stream, test drive. Happy to do whatever. I don't really get the point of the warm-up. It's like a 30-second warm-up. If it was a one-lap warm-up or something, I would get it, but like, it never quite makes any sense to me. I like John's idea, a little trip through the garage. Oh, there was the warm-up. How was that? That was great. Really just send you in there. Alright, race beginning shortly. Oh, here we go. Here's maybe the most hype song ever. Alright, here we go. That's how you embarrass yourself in front of 9 people on the internet. I don't like rolling starts. It just kind of kills the energy to me. We are 15th, and we are racing. Here we go. I'm going to do a little less talking and a little more focusing, which did not work out for me last time. Here we go. GTR in the tail. Come on, come on, come on. You're gonna brake very late. Not that late. You really tried to outbrake me. Okay, I lost the place there. Okay, I lose a couple places there. Man, that's a bummer. Okay. I have a habit of trying to really win it on the first lap, and that's not how it works. You never win it on the first lap. Oh my god, I'm in 18th, 25 seconds behind the next person. This is rough. Charles Leclerc. Apparently, if you just send it on the first lap into the first corner, you're a Ferrari driver, though, so you can understand why I would try it. Oh, good. First one passed. Five-year contract coming my way as I understeer off the track. Alright, as I can't, maybe I'm 30 seconds behind the leader, because I see somebody kind of ahead of me, not right now, but there they are. That's not 30 seconds. I can do this. Go wide there. This has been a bad lap so far. Yeah, not that bad. So I think my gut instinct is just send it through these because it's the only way I can catch up, but it's also the only reason I'm this far behind, so like, you know, what do I do? Alright, I need a vote. I'm pretty far behind right now, so do I start sending it through those chicanes and just like full throttle them where it screwed me up in the first place, or do I try and take them in a nice, neat way which will hopefully, eventually, help me catch up to the pack? Please vote below before I get there next. John, you want me to play it safe? Fine. I didn't play it safe. I didn't listen. I should have listened. You told me what to do and I didn't do it. Don, I'm sorry. I should have listened. The temptation to send it was just like far too strong. Which has landed me 52 seconds behind. And now the question is, now that I've sent it through and crashed, can I really just go through in a safe way now, or do I have to send it to catch up? This is why I don't gamble. I've lost all my money, but I do have a little bit of money left. What if I put all that money down to try and fix all the things I've fucked up going into this? Okay, so I have a GTR to my right, which is now in front of me. I love that. He tried to send it to get in front of me, and it worked for a second until he hit the wall. Get that little lift off, John? Still sketchy, but I did lift. At least the first one. J-Gut, I'm gonna read your comment. I promise. I just, need to try and redeem myself right now, and I think your comment might make me crash into the wall. Not because of the content in it, just because reading and driving is not a good mix. Very last second braking. Alright, John, a little lift. Ready? Just for you. Less of a lift, but still for you. Okay, I'm 9 seconds behind 16. Guys all got tangled up somehow, and I don't know how, but I am taking advantage of that. Alright, John, the need to just send it coming up is pretty strong. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get behind them in a reasonable way, and then try and perform an overtake over the next couple of laps. Hey, they fucked it up. That was perfect. I think that was the best I've ever done that corner. Totally done. That was not the best I've ever done that corner, though. Alright, if I can do one more place, I'm back to where I started, and that would be fantastic. still felt pretty fast. Alright, 4 seconds behind, 4.4 seconds behind the next person. More understeer on that one, come on. Slow in, fast out, slow in, fast out. Okay, this is good, this is good. Good things happening right here. As long as I don't rear end them, usually break pretty late here. That was sketchy. I have killed them. I didn't get a penalty. Oh, I got a penalty. I deserved that. I got so excited to try and overtake. Oh, that was going to be a penalty zone. That's why I didn't downshift. Now need to get 2 seconds away from the person behind me. Ideally more, at least 2 seconds away. And to do that, I'm going to send it through here. Oh god, they sent it through too. Maybe even harder than I did. They definitely did. They're gonna overtake me right here, I think. Unless they follow me into that. They might have crashed behind me, okay. Oh no, they were 0.1 seconds behind me. They were probably right on my tail. Horrifying. They got in front of me. How did that happen? Well, that sucks. That sucks. I have just destroyed my race with 3 laps to go. 4 speed reduction. I am my own 4 speed reduction. Yeah, F in the chat, thank you guys. Somehow there is still hope. Oh my god, give away the faster cars, they're coming for me. There is still hope to regain 15th. Might get a penalty because I did not give way to him, but I am going to follow him because he's the race leader. See if I can do what he does. Nope. I figured since he was a minute and a half ahead, I could just follow his line, but not even through a single corner. So real life and simulators, this is a problem I end up having. As soon as I spin once, my head is just completely gone, and I'm susceptible to so many more mistakes. I think that's probably an everybody problem, you know, as far as beginners doing things, but it gets under my skin so bad, and I have such a hard time kind of recomposing myself. So even if sim racing doesn't necessarily translate turn for turn to real life racing, I think maybe trying to get that under control would be a huge benefit to doing this. Being able to crash or spin or whatever, and then get right back on track and put down a great lap. You know, like, to get my head back in it. Because right now, as soon as I lose my confidence, it's over. feel better about my confidence just talking about it a little bit, so I feel a little better. Oh god, somebody's coming from me. Or me from behind, I think. Final lap. Let's see what we can do. Off-roading. Figured I would try to send it through, and that did not work, but I might not lose any places for it since it's the last lap, and I have 5 seconds on the person behind me. 4 seconds. Not my best racing. Alright. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, so not my best racing, you know, at all, but and a bunch of mistakes that I shouldn't have made, honestly, like trying to win it on the first lap, it never works out. Trying to just send it through usually never works out. And just crashing and then not being, or going off track and not being able to like mentally recover is not what you want, and that's something that I really want to work harder on. So let's see what we can do about that. 18th, not super stoked, but you know it happened. Back chicanes are incredibly sketchy. Alright. Give me just a second. I want to scroll up to see some of those comments. Jay Gotze just got finished doing a few laps at Misano on Assetto Corsa Competizione. And he's got a race this weekend, and that track is his weakest. I would love to drive. I don't think it's on this game, is it? Because if it is, I would love to drive it. Look at that incredible photo of Jackie Stewart in front of Mount Fuji. That is really neat. An equally, maybe not equally cool photo, but also cool photo. This is kind of one of the things I love most about Gran Turismo. Like, Assetto Corsa is, I think, the superior game. I think most people would agree with that, but just the way that this game is so polished, the like museum aspect of it, you can go in and like see old photos and read about the cars, read about the manufacturers. It's just like a really well thought out, well designed game where it feels like everyone that worked on this game loves cars and loves what they're doing and wants you to love it too. And that's like something that I think is so addicting. And yeah, it's just like, oh my god, like, unbelievable, so good. Okay, so like John said, before I go on a rant, A+ music, yeah, it's so good. I think my like first or second top most played song on Spotify this year was from the GT Sport soundtrack, and GT5, when we were playing that a lot, the menu music was this artist Breakbot. He's like a French DJ, and I fell in love with that song so much, and then Breakbot ended up being one of my favorite artists. Got to see him live, and yeah, it's great. It's a really like fantastic soundtrack, always. Alright, so single race. Let's just do the GT5 menu music was amazing. Yeah, that was Breakbot. It was so good. That song will forever be stuck in my head. Okay, so okay, actually, let's look at some cars first. Which actually I don't really think I can do unless I can't just go to garage, right? I know I can go to brand central, but okay, let's go single race. We are not driving here. I'm just gonna go to a random track so we can take a look at the garage cars. Naveed 717, I had no idea that you were my son, but hello. What do we think? What do we want to drive? Let's look through some cars. We just did a bunch in the Ray Brig NSX. We just did the shifter kart, and we did the 8.6 because you gotta. These are the other cars I've been racing recently. The F1500 TA, which I think is a 80s Formula 1 car, seemingly kind of like Senna era MP44. Mazda RX Vision, which is like the coolest sounding car. If there ends up being a new RX rotary car, I think it's going to be incredible. The GR Yaris, incredible. Super Formula, super fun. 911 RSR, that's that M3 or GR3 class car I was talking about. F40, obviously, just like incredible. It's so fun in the game too. Once I like really spent just a couple laps with it, it was immediately like, oh yeah, okay, this is why people just say this is the greatest car ever. And it's interesting, I played around with tires a lot on that car, and sometimes if you really need to have the right tires, because if you put like super slicks on there, the car is just boring and you just want more power. But if you have, you know, some tires that aren't that grippy, it feels really uncontrollable. So if you can find the right tire for that car where you feel like you can break it loose when you want to, but you also have the grip when you want to, and you feel like you can really start to control it with the throttle, it becomes like just the most fun car. Have this little roadster touring car, which I actually picked this because of that Miata that John and I were talking about with the big wing on the back. Really fun car, but you know, slow but fun. Let's see what else we have. 22B STI version 1998 and the 22B STI version 1998. Specs are exactly the same. I don't know why they're different cars. I have no idea. 911 Turbo is incredibly fun to drive, but the turbo lag is very real. The tail happiness of the car is very real, and you definitely feel all the weight at the back. It's very interesting. Where the F40 feels like just like exactly what you would want a race car to feel like, the 911 Turbo really is its own thing. So what else do we have here? The Beat. The Honda Beat is incredibly cool, but oh my god, is it so slow, and it might be fun in real life, but it is just boring as all hell in a game. Unfortunately, I wanted to love it. NSX is really fun. R32 GTR is really fun. GTR safety car, I've never even seen that. Spirit R is very fun. M3, pretty fun. It's like one of my dream cars, and now that I'm like thinking about it compared to the other cars in this game, I'm surprised I don't absolutely love it. The 8.6 feels incredibly slow. The Supra feels incredibly fun. I wonder if that rings true for real life. I haven't driven the Supra yet. I would love to. I have driven an 8.6, the newer FRS BRZ 8.6, and it's quick. I mean, compared to my 8.6, I guess. And then we get into like our serious race cars. This weird thing, the Honda 2 and 4. Where is the McLaren F1? John, do you see the F1 somewhere? It exists in the game, I do know that. I have 11. I have 2 11s? What the hell? Cool. I know it exists in the game. I unfortunately don't think I have it. Actually, hold on, let me take a look. So again, with GT Sport, if you haven't really played it, being such a well-rounded game, like, it's just incredibly fun, and they have a bunch of different fun elements to it to really make it a full game. They have this manufacturer series, and you get to pick a manufacturer to sign with, and it does a really cool video that's like, you are now in my case, a McLaren driver, and you choose 2 cars, you choose like for the different races. I think it was a 720S and a McLaren F1, and those are the ones I can race online to race for McLaren online, so it's makes you feel incredibly cool. It's like driving gloves. That being said, I cannot get the F1 right now because there's not a race online that I can do with it. So let's do the F40. John seems stoked about the F40. I'm not going to take it to the Nordschleifer, but I will take it to Nürburgring GP. Okay. I mean, who doesn't love F40s? It's just like, look at the interior, it's so good. It's perfect. Is there any car that you guys would rather drive than an F40 in real life? If somebody was going to hand you the keys to any car, what would it be? Because F40 is pretty high on the list. I think that might be my choice. Potentially over McLaren F1. I don't know. Alright, so a little 3-lap race with a rolling start, and I think I'm going to be... Oh, okay, 13 people. I'm starting in 11th. Oh no, there's 20 people. Okay. I'm going to try and remember how to drive this. Yo, the T50 looks like it's going to be incredible. If I ever got the chance to drive that, I would lose my absolute mind. Oh god, these brakes are not as good as the GR2 brakes, turns out. Spongy. There goes the rear. Come on, come on. Oh, no, this is a bad line. Bad line. Can I take this GTR on the inside? Yes, I can. don't know if I know what the 787B is. Oh, is that the, I'm gonna sound stupid if this isn't it. Is it the, Mazda, Le Mans car? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. That car is incredibly cool. If we add race cars to the mix, I think that would be pretty high on my list. I think I would probably choose the MP44. I just think it's the coolest car in the world. That Mazda's incredible. I would love to see that in person. I feel like that's kind of an achievable goal. I'm gonna shoot for it, so if we ever, if I'm ever able to see that thing in person, make sure you guys have a video of it. Okay, first lap, I'm making my way through the pack. And by making my way through the pack, I mean I'm in second. Oh my god, I thought it was a fucking Honda Beat in front of me. I was like, gonna lose my mind. Is that the Amuse S2000? That was a bad spot to brake. Ooh. There's a good video of Lewis Hamilton driving the MP44, and, like, he looks so unbelievably happy doing it. Like, just maybe he was the happiest person on the planet for that moment. And I think, like, you know, if you can take a professional Formula 1 driver that's driving the most unbelievable cars all the time, put him in the MP44, and he is, like, giddy with how great it is. I think if a normal person like me drove it, I would probably just explode with happiness. Or explode into flames if I was not good at driving it. Okay, I got way too overzealous right there. These brakes don't do anything, and I think I'm doing a little bit of cheating. I think I have ABS on, which this car definitely did not have. So I think I really need to brake early. Final lap. We are leading the race by 3.5 seconds, and now that I looked at that, I am going to fuck up this braking point and maybe lose my lead. It actually was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, come on. This is still second gear. I am slowing down. saving some time. Alright, I'm gonna brake early here. I'm flying off the track. And I'm flying off the track anyway. No, please don't let me lose my race right here. Not like this. Alright, we held it together. Alright. Best lap there, too. That was great. Alright, so... let's do... John, before you got here, I had a couple good wins. I won driving an 8.6 at Brands Hatch, as well as... I think I won with the go-kart at Willow Springs. I forget if I got first now. Okay, so... one more race. And it's also a lot easier to beat these guys than anyone online. Alright, so... speaking of Lewis Hamilton, let's do the Lewis Hamilton 2017 Mercedes F1 car, the W08, and take it to Mount Panorama, where this car is way too fast for, and no one could ever truly race a Formula 1 car here without probably dying. But we're going to give it a shot. I think this is going to be the last race of the night, so if it's like the sickest circuit. This is one place I would like to drive many places and many circuits over the course of my life, but this is high on the list. But yeah, this is going to be the last race of the night. If anybody has any questions they want to ask or anything to say, please hop in the comments right now and we can chat a little bit before the end of the stream. Okay. Places gained so far. We're on the straight now. Let's see what we can do. The wheel shakes like crazy. You actually have to like hold it down on the straight, which doesn't seem accurate, but it's okay. Alright, definitely just dive bombed them there to get into 9th, so... not that clean, but for the last race of the night, I'm not going to release myself. Oh my god! Contact there, but letting it slide, obviously. straight, even though it's an identical car. Alright, we got one lap left. What can we do with it? We're up with the pack. Like everybody gets on the brakes for this next turn. I am just gonna keep it pinned into the wall, and then we'll do another wall. I think I can get some overtaking done. Follow them right into this, and just stay on them through this or I'm never getting back. Not too bad. Alright, gaining down ground on the straightaway here again. Overtaking the inside up here. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, it is gonna happen. Okay. Little spin there, and we made it to the podium. So, not a win, but not too bad either. So, fun stuff. Not too bad. Okay. Yeah, overtaking in those is wild. It just like slingshots you. It's incredibly sick, honestly. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the stream for tonight, but we're done with racing. But I've never gone to the Toyota Museum, and since I think a lot of our viewers definitely love Toyota, I think we should take a look. All right. I appreciate all this, but what I really want to see is an 8.6. That is cool as fuck. It's a racing game. Give people what they want. The Corollas. Good thinking, good products. Good thinking is a cool drift team name. I wonder where this is. Hollywood Ford. Okay, LA. There's our answer. I wonder if that's still there. That would be really neat. If we ever make it out to LA in a video, maybe we can try and check that out if it still exists. So cool. Let's oh my god, it's unbelievable. Alright, and skipping it. Fuck. Wow, that thing is wild. I have never seen or heard of that before in my life. Alright. 70s, 70s, 70s. That is unbelievably sick. Well, okay, so, not to... You know, it's hard to say this without coming off like an asshole, but, we did, go to Japan a couple times, and we've done some of the initial D-roads. So we did, we've gone twice to do car trips. the first time we drove on Mount Akina, which obviously is like the home course for Takumi, and then we also drove, oh my god, Mazda Turnpike, which is in 5th stage. It's where Ryosuke and that like GTR, R32 GTR have their race where they need to like stop before the toll booth. So we did that. It was 6 of us. We had 3 cars. We had an 8086 Panda Terreno hatchback, very much initial D 16 valve car. We had an S15 and we had an R33 GTR. So those were really great. The second time we went, we had an R34 GTST, so rear-wheel drive, a Supra, twin-turbo Supra, and the S15 again. And that time we did Uraha Slopes, which is, you know, they raced the Evos on Uraha in 3rd stage, and we also did Mount Akina again, Mount Haruna in real life. And I gotta say, if I had to do it in a car, I think the 8.6 was my favorite one. Because not only... Let me go to a photo of an 8.6 while we talk about the 8.6. Oh god, I'm such a sucker for these cars. There we go. Not only is it just an incredibly fun car, you're always revving it to the limit, you're really like, especially trying to chase the S15 and the R33, you're just like ringing the thing out, like you feel like a driving hero at all times while you're driving it. And also everybody had to put their luggage in my car because nobody could fit anything in the S13 or the R33. So while I was slow, I think I was having the most fun, and I may have saved the trip because we didn't have to throw out our luggage. So if I had to do Japan in the initial D roads in a car, it's the 8.6. The R34 was sick too. Honestly, the Japan trip is not as crazy as you might think. Like, it can be expensive, especially if you just go with, you know, go by yourself or go with another person, but if you can kind of get a group of people together to go, it exponentially lowers the cost of the trip. We always end up usually wrangling like 6 people into going. Sometimes it's not even 6 people that know each other. It'll be like, I'll like grab 2 friends from here and 2 friends from here and 2 friends from here, and you know, we all just get together. We all know we like cars, so even if they're meeting each other for the first time, we all end up getting along, which is awesome. So everybody kind of makes new friends, and you know, we end up just getting some Airbnbs, getting some hostels. Some people sleep on tatami floor mats, and you just make it work because, like, you know, spend the least amount of money possible so you can like stay where you want to stay, somewhere easy so you can sleep and be somewhere cool, and spend the rest of the money driving or going to Up Garage or like eating amazing food. But yeah, actually, thank you, John. Shameless plug. Check out the Japan trip videos that we have on the channel. Our 2019 trip, we did a little video, or I'm sorry, our 2017 trip, we did a little video. It's 2 parts. First part is a lot of us kind of exploring, going out, renting the cars so that we could drive on the initial D roads. And then part 2, Hosen and Nick and Zach and Evan all went to Ebizu. They bought 2 cars, 2 JZX90s, and they went drifting for like 3 days, and that was expensive. That was an expensive part of the trip. But the rest of the trip is pretty affordable, especially because it's like kind of a bucket list thing. So if you can get some friends together, look for flights. Last time we went, we paid round trip New York City to Osaka for $450. So it's doable. It's cheaper than flying a lot of places. You just gotta look out for the deals, get a group of friends together, go to hostels, get a tiny Airbnb and sleep on the floor. Just make it happen. Whatever you have to do, go check out Japan. So, can't recommend it enough. But, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching the live stream. This is the first one we've ever done. It's been really fun, and it's fun to talk with you guys. I think, you know, we want to put out videos more and more. But But one of the things that we never really get to do, and the thing that makes me sad when we're not putting out videos, is that we don't get to like engage with you guys and talk with you. So we're gonna try and do these a couple times a week so that we get to chat and catch up with you guys, hear what you're up to, and yeah, just have some fun racing online. And if you have Gran Turismo Sport, if you have a Seto, we're gonna do some online rooms so we can race each other, do like maybe like an open drift thing on like a Toge course or something like that. So definitely stay tuned. Check out the Instagram at Progression Motorsports. We're always gonna post when we go live on there. We'll tell you when we have an upcoming like server that you guys can hop on and drive with us. Yeah, if you haven't caught up with the video we put out a couple days ago, check it out. We give you guys a little bit of a rundown on what's changing with the channel, what's new, what's not happening anymore, and what you can expect in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.